Daily. I'm here at the Elite Jiu-jitsu Martial Arts Academy, and this gentleman is going to be teaching martial arts and a way to protect yourself, and it's also a great way to get in shape. Just a little bit that I was doing, I felt my blood pumping a little extra harder. So anyway, here we go. Okay, so you're walking out of a grocery store. What should you be doing?
When you walk out, you identify where your vehicle is. You see where your vehicle is, but you just kind of look around and have good posture and go to your car. Versus being on your cell phone, checking Facebook and texting, and maybe even going to the wrong car. Then you have to backtrack and go find your car. So there should be a time and place to plug in, so to speak, and that would be in a more protective environment like your home. Not a place in the general public.
So in your classes you teach cover your face if someone's going to hit you?
To get inside and get a good clinch and protect yourself, take somebody down. We haven't done a lot of mass attack scenarios. We'll cover that probably in the self-defense class. How to use somebody as a shield.
One of these people coming at you,
right.
use one of their own against them.
Right. And not stay engaged though. That's no superheroes. Just
try and get away.
Yourself, put the one person on the ground and create distance between you and the threat.
So you're not there to keep fighting.
No.
Get the heck out of Dodge.
Right.
Is basically it.
Right.
Because the fighting just brings on more
right.
punches.
You fight to defend yourself until you have an avenue of escape. Right.
Very seldom about aggression unless, of course, you're getting beaten. You gotta defend yourself,
right.
hit back, and then get out.
Right. And we're going to also cover the legalities of when self-defense is no longer self-defense.
And when is it not self-defense?
When the attacker is no longer able to attack you.
And all of a sudden you go after him.
Because you're mad, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a spite thing.
Right.
And that never works for this kind of karate.
No.
How do you say it again?
Jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu. This is not what jiu-jitsu is about.
No, it's control, positional dominance, defend yourself, and separate yourself from the threat.
Okay.
And also be a good witness to report.
This movement is called what?
Shrimping. In Japanese it's ebi, but it's a shrimp. Kind of look like little shrimps, but I'm up on my shoulder, my hips are off the mat, and I'm getting my hips away, making it difficult for somebody to lock me down and hold me down. It's a very important move in jiu-jitsu. It allows me to curve into a tight ball. And it's one of the things that we do almost every class to warm up. You can do it in place, like this, or you can travel, like this. You can do reverse shrimping, where we come this way.
This is such a good workout.
We do a lot of rolling over, like this. Sometimes to stay protected in a ball, we learn to rotate around. And if you're in a ball, if you're in a tight little circle, it's a lot harder for somebody to pin. And I'm able to get my legs and my feet into play to block, to hold, to what we call sweep, which is like a turnover, into submit. Like I showed earlier with like triangle chokes, arm bars, and things of that nature.
This bouncing thing.
Right. This is one of the, like a warm-up that we'll do. And if you have to move this way, you step drag. You don't cross your feet, you step drag. If you move this way, then you step drag.
Really?
If you move backwards, step drag.
Yeah, oh, I can see it.
If you have to advance forward, then you step drag. but you're always in this position because as soon as you walk and your feet start coming together is where you're the most off balance.
Really, and you're most vulnerable.
Most vulnerable.
So you just kind of...
And from this stance, you have your front leg for kicks, you have your back leg for kicks, you have your front hand for punching, you have your back hand for striking, you've got your blocking where you're covering your ear, you have elbow strikes. So this is a really good, we call this a neutral position. This is a neutral fighting position here. And you can turn, and I can take off running right now from this position if I have to. I can turn and take off running really fast. So this is a good start. Of course, we're going to learn proper ways to strike, proper ways to block. You're going to learn how to use your knees, kind of like old Billy Blank's typo, where we use our knees coming up and get mobile, and you can feel your heart rate starting to...
I can feel my heart.
Come, because you're moving, and then basic things for like, if someone were to come and grab you, you always want to hunker down, and we call it a good solid base. That makes it very hard.
Straight through the thighs and the derriere.
Yes, it's difficult for someone to drag you around when you become an anchor. If they pull you backwards, we teach you step back and turn. Now, third position advance is you go down. And it's a simple rotate on the ball of your foot and you turn. And usually you take out. Learn to punch a little bit. It's a good exercise. But these are tools that we use to help learn how to properly use strike without hurting yourself. And it's a small target, it's about the size of a face. And so we will be teaching some striking techniques. The blockers, these are really valuable. Basically, you learn your different blocks from this. It can be used as a target, something to practice your kicking, but it's called a blocker. So we're able to come and attack, and they learn their blocks. And then these are kicking shields. You just hold them sideways, and you learn the proper way to throw a kick without breaking your toes, without hurting yourself. And so these are just some of the things that we'll be using during that program.
Okay. Ouch. Never make this man angry. Like best about it.
I personally like to work out. And,
you're in pretty good shape.
A little chubby, but I would be a lot larger if it wasn't for martial arts and jiu-jitsu. The neat thing with this program is at the end of the 8 weeks is not only are people going to be in a little bit better shape, but they're going to learn how to move without using so much energy. It's going to be efficiency of motion. And so you won't have to be in top shape to be able to execute some of the techniques.